James. Ian James. Lovely
Hi,
to meet you. So we're going to begin. I'm starting to buzz again. I want to introduce myself as Heather Alice Drake, and of course my beautiful soul sister Julie Jones. And if I can get everybody now to mute their microphone, that'll be absolutely wonderful. We can hear you, James. Ian James. So what you do, there's a little wee icon at the top and it's called a microphone. If you could just press on it and you are muted. Thank you so much. Wonderful. Hi, Bonnie, everybody. Thank you for muting everything. So if you could just turn off your cam and, of course, that beautiful microphone, just so that you can hear Ginny and I. Sorry, can I get you to, Bonnie, thank you so much. I know it's just so beautiful.
We saw you, Bonnie.
This is what it's all. We can only have a couple of people on screen at once. Hi, Ginny. I'm going to hand it over to you.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to this week's session. I see that I've made a list of everyone that's going to try and be with us, and all the people that were interested on our Facebook page and on the event that we had. Tell you a little bit about how I work. I work with galactic core energies, universal energies, earth energies. I call the energy in from everywhere I possibly can to connect with, obviously it's all in love and light and positive transformational energy that I call upon. And that's how I work. I work with that. It comes through me and it goes to you. And for all of you that were watching last week and for those that didn't see last week's, how we work is, even though we're talking on here, we can actually be with you individually, working on you at once. Even everyone that watches the recording, you will get healing. It will come about.
And just thank you, Ginny. And just a little bit about me. I'm kind of the WhatsApp person. And with our combined gifts, we kind of have the big rainbow bridge covered, if you would like to say it. So we complement each other in what happens. I'm more of, I like finding out what's up. Hello, Ian. I like finding what's up in a person. And again, we can be whatever we want to be in that moment for you individually and, of course, collectively. There's one thing that Ginny and I find it really quite hard, and I will say this. We speak for each other. You know, it's hard to speak what is it that we do individually, like when we're talking about ourselves. So I like to speak on behalf of Ginny and who I see her. And she also does that to me also, which brings me to this, Ginny, and if I may, if I can start with this, we'll get the little bit of housekeeping out of the way first. I did a posting the other day with regards to the centre of our back. And people, I like to bring awareness and what is it that is out there, what causes disharmony, and also to how we can collect stuff in our everyday life and whatever we do in the world. In between our backs, there's 2 points. I call them where our angel wings are.
Yeah.
In there, often it gets a little bit squished and you're feeling a little bit pain, and that can actually send you into a whirlpool. I always say that 80% of what we feel, do, and the illness that we have does not belong to us. But if we can be aware more, in tune more about our bodies, about our nervous system, you'll be quite surprised how things affect us and effect us.
Yeah.
So Ginny and I were talking last night about many things, and she said something to me about watching each other's back. Now, you know that good old saying that's always been said over the centuries, I'll watch your back. Well, this is why. Because we need to have someone that is very close to us to scan us. So she watches my back and I watch her back. So it's always been there. But in a funny, quirky way, we've forgotten to watch each other and to care for each other. So Ginny, through Ginny and my conversation, this is what I was going to say. So how do we protect ourselves? This is how I do it, is that I've got a little bottle of lavender spray. Lavender spray seems to work. And there, etherically, I just spray myself around my back. Or I get the likes of one or two, which is Ginny, and they'll touch just to seal that door so nothing can come in. But at first, they clean it out first. So, Ginny, what's your explanation and how you see?
I totally get that. And the way I do it is, and I do believe with each individual person, everyone has their own way of protecting themselves. And it is down to each individual's belief system also. Mine is, I certainly work with love, and I feel that love is the most highest vibration, and I fill every cell of my body with love and light, and I push it out. So it's actually out in my energy field. And for me, that feels, and I'm standing in my power, that I feel totally protected. But I will say, because I'm a healer and I work daily healing people and readings and everything else that I do, I do get other people's stuff come on me. There's no doubt about it. And when I feel that, because I can feel it, it's like Heather said, it's about being aware of our nervous system, how our body normally functions. If it's not functioning even a tiny, tiny bit like we normally do, then there's something going on. So I tune myself out, and I have to clear myself quite regularly. And to do that, I ask all my team to come in, and I can feel it lift off like a cloud and go up, and then I feel pristine again.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
And this is what we are all capable of being and doing, is just being so totally aware of our own feelings and our own gut feeling, our own intuitive knowingness. And truly, it's not something that we spend years at. If we can understand that we're a magnificent being, that we can shift anything with a click of a finger, we're cleared. So again, this is all about clearing today. For some reason, I'm directed into clearing our homes, our relationships, our money issues. They call it the abundance blocks. You're going to see Ginny and I bring you such grace, I call it. Grace. And Ginny, you know, I said to you last night, how is it that I can stand up in front of 50 to 100 to 200 people with a click of a finger? There's a healing that takes place. People are rising up out of their chairs. It's because I know who I am.
Yeah.
And I'm aware in what's out there in the etheric fields. I know what happens to us in our mind, body, and spirit. And I'm very grateful, like we touched on last week, our journey. Like I've recovered from a huge brain injury, near-death experiences, traumatic experiences, but I take everything the same as what Ginny does, and we bring it to you because it's all about you. So Ginny, should we begin and show these beautiful people online? And of course, I know these 55 people waiting in the wings that will get the recording. Should we begin?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
So, do you want me to read out the list? Or should we just go with who we've got here right now?
Yes, okay. Because some reason I'm being led to this beautiful man, Ian James.
Yes.
Hello, Ian. If we may, I know that you're here, but I always like to ask if we can come to you. Ian, would you like to speak to us? Oh, here he goes. Hello to Ian.
Hi, Ian. Can't hear you now. You might need to unmute yourself just for a minute, or just for a little while.
Yep, he's unmuted.
Okay.
Just sometimes it just takes a while to come through. We can't hear you, but that's okay. But we do have a chat box in. I think I can hear you now, Ian. No, I can't. So Ginny's been kicked off. Okay, I'll come back to you, Ian. Our Ginny's been kicked off, but that's okay. So I'll keep going here. Ian, I'm going to come to you because I can see you. I would like to go to Claudia, if I may. Claudia isn't here. And we've also got Kenneth. So I want to touch on Kenneth. So while we're waiting for Ginny, this is what happens. She's got issues with her phone line. I'll just begin. So in the chat box here, I'd like to ask someone there to come out. Maybe Elizabeth. Elizabeth, would you like to come out?
Hello.
Hello, Elizabeth. How can we help you?
I just need a bit of support lately.
Okay, sweetheart. Oh. Okay, so I use my breath, sweetheart, and I would like you to tell me if you're feeling something. You're so precious.
Thank you.
And you haven't been told that very often.
No.
Have you got babies?
Yes, I have grandbabies too.
Oh, how old are you, darling?
40.
Oh, you're very young, aren't you?
Yeah.
Very beautiful and very young. Sweetheart, I see actually quite a lot of tears within you.
Yeah.
Okay, I definitely see an influence around you.
Maybe my mother. I lost her last year. She passed in my arms.
Did you? Okay, I'll just check in. Okay, so there's a male essence.
Okay.
Does that represent anything to you?
I've lost a grandfather.
Did he smoke cigarettes?
He did.
Okay, so that's coming through now for you, okay?
Yeah.
So what's the unfinished business?
And my grandma, there's a lot of unfinished business, honestly. I never got to say goodbye to my grandmother, and she passed years ago, and that sort of lays on me all the time too. It really doesn't. And I miss my mum deeply, deeply still.
Oh, sweetheart, she's absolutely there. You know that.
Yeah.
Okay, so grandpa, I'll say grandpa. The essence is really, really strong.
Okay.
And the smoking, he's laughing at you. He's laughing at me, actually. Okay. Okay, he wants me to shift something. He wants me to shift. Who's in the family home?
Just me and my son.
Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. He's very, 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 it's very urgent that I shift and clear that place for you.
Yeah, my son's 15. He's not a very nice boy at the minute. Not very nice to
Okay.
him.
Okay, it's all influence, my darling, and it's coming in strong, and you're going to start feeling the tingle now. And you just let me know if you're feeling tingling. It's coming down the back of your neck.
I can feel it down my back.
Okay. Okay, why am I picking up Maori?
I'm not sure. I'm Cherokee Indian a bit, descendant.
Okay, there's a little bit of Maori influence, the land.
Okay, I'm not sure.
That's okay. I'm just going with what I can see, and my writing's going everywhere. Okay. Okay, your 15-year-old is very gifted. Okay, I've got a tapping going on around him, so I'll just go with the tapping.
Yeah.
And we're just going to clear that energy away from him.
Okay.
There's an energy, an influence. So when I go like this means that there's a lot of clearing happening.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm getting it. How's his dream state? Would you know?
I'm not too sure. No, he's very, very angry little boy.
Okay. There's an urgency. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't normally say okay all the time, but I'm getting a lot of okays. Okay, so I'm just going to take authority over that anger, and I'm going to send it back to where it's coming from. In other words, it's got no business in being there.
Thank you.
Your grandfather is definitely going, hurry up. Okay, so now one thing is being released. I've got to do everything around the property and, of course, around yourself. And there's a lot of cryptic scrolls around you.
Okay.
What I mean is they're little wee signposts.
Yeah, my streets probably.
Good girl. I'm so proud of you. You know, sweetheart, that the reason why this is why you're feeling it is because you're not stepping into the beauty of who you are.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to half the time.
Why aren't you allowed to, my darling?
I just with my son and everything. Just I've been controlled for many years, and now my son controls me. So yeah.
Now he controls you, like he's a controlling spirit.
He is, yeah.
Well, we're getting rid of the anger.
Thank you.
And that's why your granddad was wanting me to do your whole property. Are you ready?
Yeah.
On the count of 3, my sweetheart. Take a deep breath for me, please. Do you have support?
A small amount, not a lot. I don't like to put my burdens on people too.
If Jenny and I open up a Facebook page of support, would you come over there and we will support you?
Oh, I would love that, absolutely.
Okay, you message me and Jenny. Still haven't finished. There's still something else there, Jenny. This is Elizabeth.
Hi, Elizabeth.
Hi.
Is your son taking any drugs?
No, but he's violent to the property, violent to inside my house and everything. So yeah.
It's around outside of your property?
In his room, even he'll bang on the walls, put holes in them, everything.
I feel the spirit there that needs to be lifted. There's a spirit there that needs to be moved on.
Mm.
Okay.
Ginny, I picked up a Maori influence.
Right.
A tapu.
Yeah.
Can we lift that off?
We can.
There we go.
We'll call everyone in and we can do it.
Yeah. Okay. I'm so excited for you, Elizabeth.
Thank you.
Very excited, and for your boy.
Thank you.
Okay. Just bear with me. I'm going to have to close my eyes and go in there.
Okay.
Do you live far away from a cemetery?
Yeah, I'm quite far away from a cemetery. I'm near water.
It's being lifted now.
Thank you.
That whole piece of land there.
Mm.
And the house.
Elizabeth, can I ask for permission that while we are working on your place, that this energy goes to everybody else's blockages in their homes too?
Yes, sure, definitely.
Thank you.
That's a good idea. Let's do everything at the same time.
Thank you for being brave and courageous and coming here today.
Thank you.
Okay, it's not your son.
Okay.
My darling, it's not your son. It has what has been within him. So I want you to look at him with fresh eyes.
Yeah.
Go into that motherly love.
Yeah.
That deep, beautiful love.
Hey, that's cleared.
Great. How are you feeling, Elizabeth?
I'm feeling good, thank you. Yeah.
You are safe, you are whole, and you are well.
Yeah, it's all done, Elizabeth.
Thank you very, very much.
So what we'll do, we're gonna you stay on the line, darling, and just receive. What I want you to do is be in contact with us, and Ginny will open the support page.
Okay.
Through here for the likes of you, sweetheart, for the ones that want to step out further.
Yes.
So we can give you tools.
Yeah,
Thank
we
you.
help.
To break free into your uniqueness. So
Yeah.
thank you. Get back to us because
You're
excited.
absolutely surrounded in love and light now, Elizabeth.
No, thank you very much, both of you.
You stay online, sweetheart.
Okay.
Okay, Ginny, welcome back.
Yes, thank you. I vanished for a while.
Well, I was heading into Kenneth. There's a young man called Kenneth. He is embarking on a huge 6-week journey.
Yeah.
And if we could just tap into him, Ginny, and go through the scanning process with him.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because it's a huge journey that he's going to be going back into.
Yeah.
I have my breath. So this is for you, Kenla. I get this word that there's to be no more healing.
No.
He's done quite a few years of healing.
This is about him standing in his power and feeling how strong he is inside, because there's a massive inner strength in there.
Oh, goes way out, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Beyond, beyond, beyond.
Yeah.
And that he is a gift in this world.
Absolutely. He has work to be doing in here.
So Kenla, I want you to take that message. No more healing.
Yeah.
You can have nurturing.
Yes.
But you don't need any more healing.
You're whole and loved.
Absolutely. So would you like to go through the list, please?
I will. I did lose it momentarily, but
That's okay.
It's back. It's come back. That's good. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, right. We have Liz first, and then Kim, Cindy, Sylvia, Kenneth, Catherine, two Catherines, Liz, Solani, Chris, then Ian, Tanya, Alison, Amy, Claudia, Tanya, Bonnie,
Claudia,
yeah.
And remember, lovely ones, we'll keep going back through this list.
Yes.
Claudia.
I know
beautiful Claudia. Do you know Claudia?
Yeah, she lives in Australia. She's one of my clients, yeah.
Precious Claudia.
Lovely, lovely lady.
Wow.
She's stepping out on her journey.
Her essence, Claudia, your essence reminds me of Wuthering Heights for some reason. Okay. Wuthering Heights, do you know the Wuthering Heights? Celtic.
Yeah.
Am I correct, Ginny?
Claudia is very, very spiritual, but she's got a very earthy connection also. So yes.
Celtic.
Yeah.
Over here in New Zealand, we have of the red-haired people. They were here before time gone by. I feel that you have a genetic DNA of a purity that comes from that time.
Yeah. Claudia is another one with a very powerful inner strength. She's been here many times before and been through many things. Yeah. But
what I'm getting is a pressure around her head, but not as a headache, but there's a pressure. I've got it. Somewhere in her life there's been a ring of fire put on her, so to speak, to shut her down.
Yeah, I think it's outside influences. Yeah, I'm feeling that.
And it's around here.
Yeah.
And as I feel it, I can feel it around her. So as I'm going like this, it's extending away from her because I'm pushing it out, because that's who I am. I can push anything away, so I'm just pushing it out further away from her. Are you ready, Claudia? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. That's gone right away from you, and so you'll begin to hum more, and your intuitiveness now, you'll become so pristine, so to speak, so spot on in whatever you choose to touch in. Okay, I still see a interference.
Outside influences.
Yes, and it's there in a form of a face of a woman.
Yeah.
She has long hair, gingery tinge, but she needs to go. Done. Is that your puppy dog?
Yes, it is. Taffy. Dragging his feet.
Claudia, you get back to us, sweetheart, and tell us how you're feeling. And welcome to Planet Earth, by the way. Lovely to meet you. So do you want to head to N? N, I know that you're there, my love. And even if you just put your camera on, I actually want to see you. Oh, there he goes. Hello, Ian. Good morning.
Hi, Ian.
Just full permission if we are allowed to scan you, please. It's okay. If we just get permission, if we can scan you. I'd like to scan you medically, please. Cool.
Yeah. Awesome.
Okay, I've got and of course use that chat box in, please, if you feel that you need to. I can't get my breath. For some reason, I want to head to your pancreas. And your spleen. Now, this is just a mapping of you. It's actually the sign of the cross, Ginny.
Mm.
You're a gifted man, aren't you?
He is.
Very honoured to meet you, Ian. Like he has the Star of David over him, coming in his solar plexus out.
I feel also, Ian, that you had a visitor with you, but they've just gone now because I've just removed them. Gone up to the light. So you had a hitchhiker, as I call it.
Okay, I still want to do the body though.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, there's a little bit of swelling in your pancreas and spleen, just a little swelling. It's like you've taken a lot of hits, and I'm poking around you. So just let me know if you can feel something within you. Me with my poking. I want to bring you back fully in an alignment. So I'm just going to poke. Still haven't got my breath.
Also
Okay. Yeah, and your right shoulder. Yes, that's where your lower ribs, your spleen is, and your pancreas. And there's a thing called fear hits that strike out from the ethers that can actually come into particles of your beingness, which is anywhere over the body. And they're little stinging fear hits. I call them fear rods. The little wee particles that come out. You're a collector for them. Because you want to heal the world. So what I'm going to do now, Ginny, we'll just give him a tune-up.
Yeah.
And we'll just take those particles out of his etheric field, but they're really close into him. And we just chop away. So you're just going to feel pulling around you, Ian.
While I'm doing that, I'm going to completely fill you with white light.
Okay.
Every single cell in your body. So your frequency will be risen. Your frequency will be adjusted.
And do you feel like that you have chatter in your mind?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you able to distinguish the right chatter and the wrong chatter? Good. Good. You're going to get a lot more of it. You're so welcome.
You're very welcome, Ian. Just feel every single cell in your body vibrating with love and light. It's there.
Mm. I still haven't got my breath, Ginny.
No.
I don't even know why I have to ask this to you, but were you a part of
That's cool, Ian. Just read your message. Awesome.
Great, but I also want to ask you if you've been a part of a religion.
Yeah, that's why you saw the cross.
I don't normally do this, Ian, but can I take the cross off you? So you're free to go into your journey as shamanic journey. Okay, so I'm just good because it's a religious spirit. I just want to present myself in the most holy way and respect. So with the authority that has been given to me. Now.
I'm seeing chains being lifted.
How are you feeling? I just want to share with everybody here, if we can just explain it to you. It's not the act itself of the cross. It's not anything to do with religion. It has nothing to do with any of that. It's the projection and the thought of the person that puts it on you.
Absolutely.
Am I making sense here?
Yeah.
It's not about religion.
No.
It's not about, it's how it's being used in control, and to control you, to shut you down. And sometimes when there is a religious spirit there, you have to go in that moment, because it is all about respect.
Yeah.
It's respecting other people's culture. It's respecting other people's modalities. It's respecting other people's journey, creed, colour of the skin, because ultimately this is where Ginny and I step in. At the end of the day, we are all in this oneness of love, and we all go back. So sometimes, just as we are experiencing, hello Ian, you look absolutely beautiful.
Glowing.
Sometimes we have to look at everything, you know, in our DNA, what our forefathers have been and done, what we have done, what we've participated in. Exactly like Ouija boards is a big no-no, and we may have participated in that, or our parents or our grandparents, and we are a byproduct of those events. So I just want to clear that up. There is no hocus pocus here. It's real and it's truthful. And between Ginny and I, we've got years and years and years of
ancestral beliefs, yeah.
Of training behind us.
Yeah.
Online at the moment, we have got Kenla. I want to introduce you to an incredible soul brother of mine called Kenla. He received a healing just before, and I can't remember what I said because I'm not supposed to. Oh, yes, I do. Kenla, your healing has finished. Your healing has finished. What you are embarking on now is nurturing.
Yes.
People will nurture you. And you, my darling one, are a gift to the world in the work that you do on this earth plane. So it's a big celebration time. You've just got through your healing, and now you're in the nurturing. People are allowed to nurture you, so let us nurture you from now on. There's no more healing.
No more healing. Nurturing, being free to follow your dreams and embark on this wonderful journey.
I think I have an echo, but I have a request of both of you. May I do that?
Yes, please.
Sure.
As you know really well, Heather, I allowed myself 2 months of full stop after all the service work I do in my sacred journeys. Tomorrow, the journey begins. I am embarking on a 36-day journey, a pilgrimage and initiation like no other. That's just for me and Pei and Sampo, my two beloveds. And I want you all to do whatever you do. I want you to juice me. I want you to love me. I want you to nurture me, because I'm about to rock and roll full on.
We're doing that already.
Totally complete. Totally is complete. That I'm here to rock and roll. Can you all do that with me and for me, please?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. We're with you. Even though we're here, we're with you.
Thank you. Yeah, I get on the airplane tomorrow.
Wonderful. Thank you for being the gift in the world.
Thank you. Thank
The
you
places
for being
that-
in my life.
Thank you. Okay, so we have, is it Margaret in Germany, from Germany? Hi, Margaret. I'm going to call you out, sweetheart. Can you speak?
Enjoy your journey, Kenla. We're with you.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Margaret, I hope I'm pronouncing it properly.
Margaret, are you there? you hear us? You turn on your camera so we can see you.
Okay.
Are you able to type to us? Just so we know that you're there.
Okay. We'll just hold space for her.
Let's move on down the list, but actually in the background, let's actually be working with Margaret.
Okay. Yes, please.
Okay. Where are we? Okay. We got to Bonnie, then Vo, Michelle Van Tran, then Lee, then Elizabeth, then Anne, Junita, Michelle, Aaron, Tammy, Alice, Robin, Alfranzina, very nice name, Sophia, Erica, Sally, Riria, Lutz, Joan, Angel, Alexandra, Janine, David, Joanne, Bex, Eunice, Rachel, Diane, Kim. There's more. A lot of people with a Sharon. I know Sharon. Kylie, Diane, Glynis, Rachel, Russ, Kelly, Sharon, Kalina, and Gerard. But I also actually got texted a name this morning, which I'm just going to read out.
I got two more too, and that's Sandy and Brooke.
Okay. And I have here Jason.
Okay, I'd like to call out maybe Liz. Liz, are you there, sweetheart? Yes. Yes, can you unmute? There she is. Hello, Liz.
Hi.
Hi. How can we help you?
Oh my goodness. It didn't actually come in the group to
Okay, no, that's okay.
do anything more than just experience the energy and contribute my own energy. But
please, no.
That's awesome.
This is really lovely.
It does come to me that there is a theme for me which would be lovely to just receive your anything on, which is around confidence. I find that despite my own inner work, which is ongoing, my confidence fluctuates dramatically, and particularly I'm noticing in my relationship with my husband at the moment, when I'm high in my confidence, we seem to move further apart from each other, and I would just love to hear why that may be, and yeah, what's going on.
Thank you, and thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
What happens in a relationship? Everything is in a relationship. There's two things here, two spectrums here. When you're in a relationship, we have to remember that when your confidence is rising, he may be on another journey, and it may look as though that he's declining. You know, like the seas, the weather, the sun. And so we have to be allowing that other person to be who they are virtually. That's what I'm trying to say. So 1 minute, this is you both. You'll come together, and then it's like the tide, and then it'll tip up. One of you will go up further, and the other one will come down, and there is possibly nothing wrong, and the other one will rise up, and you're feeling down. Am I making sense?
To a degree, I can get the idea of it. There does seem to be a sort of a action and reaction going on, but maybe not so independent.
I wasn't. Yeah, excuse me. I wasn't talking about reaction and action. I'm talking about the energy of relationships, the oneness of who you are both, and it sways like a mist, a who I call it, and you're backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards, and the beauty of it.
Can I just say, sorry, Heather, go on. Okay. I'll just say too, I feel like Heather was saying, and all of us do this. I mean, we're only human, and we have these swaying moments of flowing energy. And quite often, actually, it's something that's going on within ourselves is when we feel this lack of confidence. And I feel from you, my lovely, that it's at those times when you're feeling like this lack of confidence that you're slightly lower. Your power, if you like, you may feel like your power is not as strong as what it normally is. But I want to say to you that actually it's just circumstances. You will come through this. As Heather was saying, this flow of energy is going up and down and moving all the time. And that's your own energy too, as we're flowing in and out of the environment we live in, the people that we interact with, and everything else involved. But this is about you. This is about your power, your strength, and knowing who you are inside.
Can I tell you something, Liz?
Please.
Confidence. Always before something, a big event or anything that we're doing, we lose our confidence. We stumble.
It happens to us all.
And it takes a while for us to gain back that confidence. But what I like about it, if we didn't lose our confidence, if we didn't lose and experience losing that confidence, well then the magic doesn't happen.
Absolutely. And then the ego might take over. So it's a correct thing to do. It's natural.
I can do more in the stillness of nothingness.
Yeah.
And beingness of doing absolutely nothing, feeling absolutely nothing. I can achieve and do more in that moment than that backwards and forwards swaying. But what I was saying, my love, it's that everything is in a relationship. You have the high days and the low days. And if you find that there's any friction, you ask yourself, well, why is there friction? Why is it that I can go up here and my confidence and my darling one loses it? How can you be equal on equal terms with it? Ginny?
I also find as well, when you're going through moments of lacking in self-confidence, actually you're going through a shift. That it's actually causing a change of frequency, which you will come out of, and you'll feel, you know, once you've come out of it, you'll think, wow, I know why I felt like that now, but I feel this stronger inner power. It's a change of frequency. That's all you're going through. And it's a natural process of your frequency rising. So don't stress about it too much. Just go with it, allow it to unfold, and it will, and you'll come out the other side. Honestly, it does happen to us all. You'll come out the other side and you'll think, wow, okay, I know why that happened. And now I'm in this place, which is awesome.
And then it becomes less frequent.
Yes, absolutely.
Liz.
Yay.
And I bet you're in that less frequent.
Yes.
At the moment. And at least it's going up and down, that it's not zigzagging. Yeah. It's just up and down, and we are part of all.
Yeah. And each time you take a step up, you're going up higher.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going up higher. You can only go up higher. Yes.
It's getting more frequent. So the changes are getting more frequent.
How beautiful is that?
You're evolving, and how wonderful is that? You're becoming stronger by going through these moments. You're actually becoming a lot stronger.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Bless you.
Thank you both.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So we'll go back to Margaret from Germany. She's still there, but just know that we are there. Okay. Okay, Catherine, can we call you out? Catherine Martel? You can just only unmute yourself, sweetheart. Okay, so she can only type.
Okay.
Thank you. I'll just type away. So for all those who are listening to this recording and seeing us live, this is Ginny Jones and Heather Illustrate. We come weekly to just be, and whatever happens in these moments, we just let it unfold. There's no expectations. Absolutely no expectations.
Nothing is planned. It just is what it is, and everything unfolds.
Absolutely. Here we go. We just go into okay, the list on here is okay. Catherine, we'll just be with you. Okay, she's having issues in her home and very uncomfortable anger on the count of 3. Catherine, we're just going to be with you. These are blockages. Again, I felt that this session was all about blockages. Okay. Okay, Catherine, I know that you give so much out in the world. You are uplifting people continuously. You give people encouragement constantly, and especially in your work. I want to ask you a question. What is it that you give yourself? Do you give anything to yourself? In other words, do you fill your cup up? Because I've got a feeling Okay, she says spiritual vision. No, I'm asking you if you nurture yourself. Do you fill yourself up?
I've just done a clearing on your energy field, my darling, and you've been cleared and lifted now.
That means that you need to self-nurture.
Yes, absolutely. This is about you.
Okay, so when I'm out of balance, when I began on this journey, I knew nothing about spirituality. All I knew is that all I saw was love. So what happens is when you tap into things here and you spread yourself thin because, you know, all of a sudden you're all awakening to your gifts, you became scarce. So that means that when you become scarce, that means that you're an attraction to, if you want to call it, outside force, and they're going to keep taking and taking away from you, and you're going to start feeling angry. Then people are wanting to keep taking off you, and then it's a vicious cycle. So once you understand that you have to pull yourself in, and it begins with you first, then your cup is filled, and then you can give out freely. Now, I know that Ginny's going to agree with me with this.
Absolutely.
I don't use any of my energy.
No. Nor do I.
It's me. Like it's me. But if you're that pure vessel, and I mean, we've done our work on ourselves, nothing can affect us. And after today, I always say to Ginny, I'm ready to do another 20,000 people. It's because I don't use any of my energy. I'm clear. So I want you to take that on board, Catherine. Normally it's because you're using your own energy and you have run yourself scarce.
Catherine, what you'll find now after today, if you're feeling anger or there's anger in the house, it will have dispersed because it's gone now. And it is most important that you look after yourself. As a healer or as a spiritual worker or a light worker or whoever you want to call yourself, even if you're out there working in the trenches as a nurse or whatever it is, when you're giving of yourself or of the energy that comes through you and you're helping others, it is the utmost importance that you take care of yourself fully and wholly and nurture yourself. We all do it, and you know what? It's a learning journey, and I can only talk from myself. To begin with, on my beginning of my spiritual journey, I was giving all of myself without looking after myself either. But now I have learned over the years that actually I am very important in this scenario of this healing. And I have to be a pristine, clear vessel for the energy to come through me. And you know what? It doesn't just come through me like a funnel and out my hands. It comes through every single cell of my body because it's coming from around the universal life force energy. And our little cells in our bodies are like their own mini universe. So it's coming completely through me and I'm receiving healing at the same time. And it's wonderful. And so when you're working with someone else, you make sure that yourself, you allow the energy to come through you and you give. But you're not giving of yourself. You're giving of what the universe is bringing to you to give to that person. And don't forget, you've got a team of spiritual helpers around you also. Your guides, loved ones that have crossed over, they're all looking out for you. But yes, it's important to nurture you first. But you've had a clearing today, my lovely friend.
Perfect. Ginny, do you think we should go through the names again individually quickly?
Yeah.
And I know that time is running out for you all, but when Ginny speaks that name, everything that they are searching for, they will receive.
Absolutely.
So I go quietly, and every single person on this list gets undivided attention.
Yeah.
So as Ginny goes through that list, between us both, as we speak the name, so be it. As we speak it, that healed, 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 healed. Whatever you've come in here for.
Full attention on each name individually as you're listed, but as a whole, everyone gets healing. And even people who aren't even on this list, who will watch this video, will receive healing. It's just how it works. Okay, so here we go. We've got Liz, Kim, Cindy, Sylvia, Kenneth, Catherine, Liz, Salani, Chris, AJ, Tanya, Alison, Amy, Claudia, Tanya, Bonnie, Michelle, Lee, Elizabeth, Anne, Junita, Michelle, Aaron, Tammy, Alice, Robin, Missouri, Alfrasinia, Sophia, Erica, Sally, Riria, Luds, Joan, Angel, Alexandra, Janine, David, Joanne, Bex, Eunice, Rachel, Diana, Kim, Sharon, Kylie, Diane, Glynis, Rachel, Russ, Kelly, Sharon, Helene, and Jared. There's a couple more. Jason. And I'm going to put this out there to actually all of our family and friends all over the world, and even everyone who's connected with you, to receive. Everyone that's on the list of names that I've said, all your family and friends, to receive in some way healing, because we can do this. We can do this mass healing.
And for those who are listening, you know, how could this healing event each week take place, and how can it happen? How could it possibly happen? I'd like to tell you that Ginny and I both see it, and we live it daily.
We do.
We have people from all around the world and in our own towns that within absolute seconds, are walking out of wheelchairs, are whole. And when we speak about healing, I'm not talking about the physical healing. I'm talking about the spiritual.
Yes.
Nurturing, caressing you, loving you, being with you, because there are no words to explain what we see daily and what people experience. We're not into hype of yelling from the tops of the world about this healing. Sacredness of healing restoration is holy, and in that holiness and that sacredness is what we hold onto, and we be that.
Absolutely. And it is totally sacred, because obviously with your permission we're going in there, and it's personal where we're going. We're actually going into your energy field. When we're doing a mass healing, this is how I see it. I see from a distance, it's like I'm looking upon through the consciousness of the planet, and I can see all this stuff being lifted off you, and it's going up to the light. It's like everybody's being cleansed of all, I don't know, all negativity, and it's more in deep in the emotional stuff, the spiritual stuff that's being lifted off, so you can be free. So you can be free to be who you are.
And the gifts that Ginny holds, it's very few that have this gift. She certainly is, and she brings joy to my heart, because this woman walks her talk in her gifts for humanity. And yes, you see us daily, and you see us combine like we do today and many, many other things. But what we found out is, in the humbleness of the love that we have for humanity,
Yes.
and the compassion is in the healing.
Yes. Yes.
And I always say, healed, healed, hurt, hurt. And we're in these great times, and actually there's nothing new about miracles. It's always been here, but what we've forgotten is actually what we've done is we've given our healing power, capacity of healing away. And what we're doing is we're showing you it to come back again at that click of a finger. Look, it would bring me so much great joy for me to be able to share with you how people rise up again and how people heal with the click of a finger. I promise you that we're going to be that, because Ginny and I are coming together. We're coming to the end of our event. You're going to be seeing Ginny. You're going to see the people come to us, and with that click of the finger, within that moment and that time, they're going to be walking again. But we look at all aspects. Again, what Ginny sees and I see complements one another.
Absolutely. Yeah.
She, what I'm missing, she has. What she's missing, I've got. And this is how we work and we combine ourselves. So again, we're just being who we are the most. New Zealand, we're from New Zealand, we're in New Zealand, in our homes, to your home. So I want to thank you from the deepest part of my being that you were here today. Again, we will be back next week. Thank you, Ginny. Would you like to finish this session? Thank you.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you, everyone, because it's a two-way street here. You know, we're doing what we do, but we're also being supported by you turning up and being with us. So absolutely lots of love to you all for coming and being with us for this. And you know what? There's more coming. Both Heather and I, like Heather said, complement each other so much, and we make an awesome team. We're here to help you. We're going to also do a Facebook page for support for everyone who wants to come on board to that.
It will be a closed group or a secret group, because that's where we can really keep everything sacred
and pristine. And you know, because it's a closed group, you'll be able to, if you so wish, you'll be able to share personal stuff, and you know it's not going to go any further. So
right, I'm excited. So many blessings.
Yes.
Go out and make magic in your world, and love to hear from you.
Yeah.
So
lots of love, everyone, and lots of love, Heather.
Bye-bye.